What is up, everybody? Welcome back to Switch Sports Golf, and welcome to a pretty decent lobby. We have Mike S3, J-Boy S2, and many other A ranks. Of course, myself at S4, so this should be a pretty good match. We are starting off this game on hole number 10.
Nice shot.
And looking for the eagle here, but this is kind of a funny hole placement. An interesting wind. Might be a little tough, just hope I can get a nice lie.
Nice
For an
shot.
easy birdie putt. Looks like we were successful in getting a good placement on the green. Birdie on hole number 1, that's pretty good.
Nice birdie.
Mostly birdies there. Looks like one bogey, unfortunately. And we get Classic A hole 11 next. Usually a pretty simple hole, but wind can make it difficult. 22-mile-an-hour wind, not going to be the easiest shot. However, I'm going to go 7-iron. Going to go just under full power with backspin.
Nice shot.
Ends up being a very nice approach.
Nice approach.
Calculated the wind pretty well there and the power. And left 4 feet away for a birdie putt. On a par 3, that's pretty good.
Nice birdie.
So we advance to the semifinals on 20 points. J-Boy, the other S player, on 20 as well. Shaping up to be a pretty good match. And the rest of the players on 17 points. So it's very close overall. Let's see how things shape up after this hole. The wind could make it difficult.
Nice shot.
And I'm glad I clubbed down to a spoon there, because we do land on the fairway, which helps a lot for stroke number 2.
Nice shot.
Now stroke 3 here, it's going to be a little bit difficult because of the wind. And we also have to calculate the power right. You do need more power than you think when chipping onto the green on hole number 5. To be honest, I don't even know if full power on the wedge is going to be enough. I'm going to club up just to be safe. Going to go a little bit over 2 dots on the 9-iron. It was a decent approach.
Nice.
Didn't really get the wind right, but we are still only 7 feet away.
Nice birdie.
So J-Boy also a birdie. It's a 2-way tie for first. Mike, the other S3, also hanging on. He got the birdie that hole. So the 3 S players in the lobby currently holding top 3 spots. Hole 6 could be difficult though. Not the easiest hole in the world. The standings could get a shakeup after this hole. Not really a fan of the hole being on the left.
Nice shot.
And definitely going to have to drive here. Didn't really calculate that tee shot too well. Because if I chip, I'm just going to send it straight into the tree above. But maybe just under 2 dots on the spoon could be enough for us to roll up to the hole. So I had to leave the aim stick to the left a little bit because I wasn't sure if we were going to hit the other big bushy tree on our way down. which does leave us on the fringe. However, fringe or not, we still get the birdie. That was a pretty good chip in for us. And we'll have to see what J-Boy got. We might hold the lead going into the final hole. Note he's been playing very well, so we are still tied on 40 points now going into the final hole. This final is going to be very, very close. Let's take a look at what hole we get. Hole number 1. So chances are we're going to be going to it closest to the pin. Really depends if one of us can secure the chip and eagle or not.
Nice shot.
So the wind isn't actually too strong here. Probably going to go somewhere around 3 3/4 dots.
Nice shot.
Well, the wind was definitely stronger than I thought.
Nice on.
Hopefully that isn't a problem though. We saw J-Boy got the birdie, so we need one to get us to it closest to the pin. And we do secure that.
Nice birdie.
We're going to be tied for first on 50 points. And the first match of this video was a pretty close one. We need a tee shot as a decider. And not the easiest closest to the pin here. We are on hole 18 with a strong headwind. Don't know if the 7-iron is going to be enough because the wind is pushing us back. But I think I'm going to go for it. Probably my best option. Just going to adjust a little bit because the wind is pushing me to the left. Slightly. And looks like J-Boy overshot that. I undershot that. Don't know who got first here. Looked pretty close, to be honest. And it was very close. Just edged him out by about 2 feet. And we will take the win with 50 points. Gaining a fair bit of elo there. Let's jump into another match, see if we can get some more rank. Game number 2 here, another pretty decent lobby. Sam at S0, another S3, and the rest A players. So I'm thinking this is going to be another pretty close match. We're starting on hole number 10 again, which it was the same hole we started on last match.
Nice
Something
shot.
very similar happened in my last video. I played 2 matches, and both hole number 2, or both the second hole of each game was, I think it was hole 3. So kind of funny RNG here. And we had hole number 1 last match. So a lot of easy holes right now. There was a slight push to the right by the wind. So just going to adjust a little bit and give it just over 2 dots. I guess the direction of the wind wasn't strong at all. But we do sink the birdie. That's 10 points off of hole number 1. So many birdies there, a few pars. The other S3 player, who was Deck, or Detch, he parred it. So I guess that's good news for us. But we get hole 12. Pretty fun hole, to be honest. And it looks like the wind is kind of aggressive. Ooh, it's 33-mile-an-hour wind, which I'm pretty sure is max wind. So if we want to make it onto the island, you're going to have to be pretty precise. I think I'm still going to go for it though, but I am going to take a mental note of where my aim stick is in case I go out of bounds and I want to retry.
Nice shot.
Ends up working out for us, but stroke 2 is not going to be any easier. In terms of power, I like full sending 3-iron with backspin here. In terms of wind adjustment, I have no idea. That seems kind of crazy, but I know the wind does push you quite a lot off the cliff, so.
Nice shot.
Wow, okay. That even Not even close to enough wind adjustment. I thought that looked crazy, the aim stick. But I guess not. I've been seeing a lot of birdies rolling in. So if we miss this chip, it shouldn't be the end of the world. But making that chip and getting 14 points, that's great as well. Didn't see any other eagles roll in, so we should be in first place going into the semifinals. And there it is, 4-point lead over second and a 7-point lead over fourth. Both the other S players made it into the semifinals as well. Sam on 20 and Deck on 17. Next up, we got hole 13.
Nice shot.
I guess I could have gone a little more
Nice on.
if I wanted to attempt the hole-in-one. But 12 feet away for a birdie putt. Not going to complain about that.
Nice birdie.
So all birdies from top of the table. Still 4 points up on second. Moving on to hole 14. Usually a chance for some eagles, but I don't think that's going to happen with this wind. Now aiming here, don't think we can make it through, but also don't know exactly where to go if we went this way. I am going to club down to a spoon. I don't want to land in the bunker.
Nice shot.
And that's not a bad place to be. We don't have any of those trees blocking our view. Definitely not going to be able to make it onto the green with this wind, but in terms of birdie opportunity, it is looking good.
Nice shot.
And I guess I could have aimed myself to land on the middle of the fairway to give myself an easier chip. And as we see, Kevin just gets the chip in eagle. Not sure what position he's in, so it could be tied going into the finals. We'll have to take a look after I finish this hole. Not really a good attempt there for the eagle, but it leaves us 10 feet away. And we do sink the easy birdie putt.
Nice birdie.
And I know I said at the beginning of the hole I didn't think any eagles would roll through. So props to Kevin for getting the eagle. And he was in second place, so he has tied up the game. We are tied at 44 apiece going into the finals. Sam and Deck, the other S players, make it in as well. So a very close finals here. We get hole number 2. And although there's strong wind, looking at the hole placement on the green, definitely birdie opportunities here. Ooh, I accidentally curved that there. That is a really bad result. I think if that was straight, we would have been looking really good for the birdie. But as you can see, I think Kevin is waiting to see what we do. I think I'm going to putt this. Don't know if that's the right decision. Looks like it was the right decision because we sink the birdie putt. And all we got to do is wait. Kevin goes for the chip and he does miss, which gives us the solo first place after all 5 holes. 54-point, great performance, great win there. And I'm thinking that's going to be another fair bit of elo, which is nice. We are starting to get back our groove after deranking 3 ranks recently. And if you enjoyed those games and are looking for more competitive golf content, make sure to subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video.